Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello. I'm David Phillips and welcome to the Energizer. Now I know I promised this some time ago and it's taken me a while to have the time to put this together. Actually, it's already taken a whole bunch of time to put this together. This is my third try. The other two versions I tried to shoot ended up being a little bit more than I intended. They were too long to upload. So I'm cutting this sucker down and we're just going to streamline things and see how that goes. Alright, very straightforward process. It's a lot of fun. I do it a lot and some people think because I do it a lot, they believe that I originated the process. I did not. This process is called the ENERGIZER, and it was originated by Erick Känd, who does some wonderful stage hypnosis work. You can find him on YouTube. And this is from years ago. He first posted this after he actually, I don't know if he was just getting into stage work or not at the time, but he had been watching a stage hypnosis set, video set from Mark Cunningham and Mike Dubay, and he was inspired by some of the things they did and came up with this process. I live in Taiwan, so I'm in Asia rather than the West where I'm from, obviously. When I run the process here, a lot of folks compare it to Qigong, which is incredibly common here. And it really does have a lot of similarities. It is a process which was originally used by a lot of folks in the seduction community. Quite a few PUAs or PUA, pickup artists, use this process. When I learned it the first, I made a couple changes to it so that it wasn't used for that particular process, goal or context. I don't believe in manipulation. Those of you who have taken my critical thinking course or my social influence and waking hypnosis courses know, or just my communication courses at the university, you know that I'm a big fan of quintillion. And the quintillion paradigm is very near and dear to my heart, and I definitely think that folks should learn social influence, social psychology, and waking suggestion, but they should use it less for manipulation of others for selfish gain and more for helping them out and doing some neat, cool things. So let's do some very neat and cool things. The Energizer is a nice energetic process, thus the name Energizer, and it is very straightforward, so let's get to it. It's a quick demonstration in waking hypnosis, actually, and so you set folks up and they can really have a wonderful energetic experience, or a nice soothing experience depending upon the context you're using it for. The setups is very straightforward. Ask someone to close their eyes. Well, first you set up your hypnotic contract and your contacts for things. Ask if they want to feel good and that sort of thing, and then tell them to please close your eyes and have your palms up. I tell them to imagine their palms are like little cups. Okay, and then I ask the question, I'd like you to, or not a question, but the statement is, I'd like you to imagine the last time you felt good. Okay, and now imagine that good feeling in the palms of your hands. Now, it doesn't have to be logical. This is trance work, okay? Trance logic is not the same as logic. So, imagine that good feeling, that last time you felt good, the feeling in the palm of your hands, like a liquid. Now, while their eyes are closed, you can then start moving your fingers around in the palm of their hand, okay? Little circles. Do, 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 do. Now, sometimes I'll touch But often, and especially now, I've been doing this for a lot of years, I don't actually touch so much as I just take the finger and I move it over the palm and imagine an energetic connection. Now, if you don't believe in energetic connections, that's okay. You can still imagine a connection and it'll work just as well as if there actually was an energetic connection, because you don't have to believe in something to use it. Use it. Okay, so imagine that a little clockwise or counterclockwise, depending whatever direction you want to go with, or go in different directions, moving around. Imagine that energetic feeling getting stronger and stronger, that good feeling. Okay, then ask the question, what color is that feeling? And they'll tell you a color. Doesn't matter what they say, just say, well, that's right. Okay, just as in your hypnosis training you were told, that's right, you're doing perfectly, no matter what the response is. And there's a very good reason for that. We want to make sure that they're inside their mind and they're reinforcing the positive responses. Okay, so once you got that color, and then you start kind of moving it up the wrists, and then the shoulders, up the back of the head, down the face, and just kind of move. Now I tend to go, have the energy go down one side and up the other of the body. You don't have to. I also tend to, but not always, connect that positive good feeling to breathing. Breathing is awesome. Breathing is good. But once you get that swirling, building, growing, warmer, brighter color of intense goodness, you can just go ahead and do that, and then you start going up the wrists and shoulders and all that, and you start working with various modalities and accelerate that. I'll show you an example so that you see that. Facebook doesn't give us a lot of time for these videos. It's longer than if you've got a registered account or confirmed account, you certainly have longer time than an unconfirmed, but we don't have a lot. And so I'll have an example for you so you can see the process, and then you run out and use it. But once you've got that, you kind of build that up. Now, in one of Erick's first versions of this process, and there's actually, if you go through Google, you can find different variations of this process as it evolved. He simply then started moving his hands on the hips and up the back, increasing that energy. I don't tend to touch people there unless I'm in an appropriate relationship, and I only have that relationship with a very limited number of people. But I tend just to touch the shoulders and the upper arms and the lower arms of the hands, okay, for this process. Okay, but it goes through, you energize. Now, a lot of folks, when they do this, they use this as a seduction process. I don't. When they use it as a seduction process, one of the earliest variations was to take the person's hands and tell them as they open their eyes, the energy just explodes through them, and then you take their hands and move it to their heart as they open their eyes. Now they would position themselves so they're right in front of the person. Okay, and that's a seduction pattern. You can really understand why they're doing that, because an explosion of good feelings, and the first thing they see is you. But I strongly encourage you, don't do that, okay? And if you're starting to think, ooh, he told me not to do it, I must do it. You take your right hand, okay, or your left hand, and hold it like this, and then very gently, with full force and incredible impact, slap yourself, because that's a dumbass thing to do, okay? Don't do that shit. Instead, have them look at the world so that they see the explosion of good feelings as they look in the world and things like that. And that's an awesome thing to do with someone, and you're not being a creepy prick. Okay? But that's it. And you can do all this. Works for groups. It works for individuals. But it's a really nice process. Here's an example for you. If I've got time on the video, I'll put more than one. I'm not sure if we're going to have time for that, but at least one example for you, and then you go out and play with it. Okay? Okay. This is called the Energizer. Some of you may know that process. Be familiar with it. It's very much like a Qigong exercise. Okay. Now, breathe in. hold both hands in front of you like a bowl. Okay? Now breathe in. And breathe out. Close your eyes. Relax. All I want you to do is imagine the last time you felt really good. You got it? And I'd like you to imagine that feeling of feeling good. And I'd like you to imagine it as a liquid. And imagine that feeling of good as a liquid in the palms of your hands. Just feel that liquid going around and around in the bowl of your palms. Breathe in and feel it start to breathe and start to move and feel that really good feeling, stronger and stronger. Maybe you can feel it going even faster, or just that pleasant, good feeling. Now imagine it beginning to go in circles and circles, getting higher and higher in the palms of your hands. What color is that feeling? Blue, that's right. Now imagine that blue feeling beginning to grow more and more. Now imagine it growing so much that it begins trickling over. It trickles over that bowl with the palms of your hands. And imagine that blue feeling begin going down your wrists, to your elbows, up your arms, to your shoulder. And that blue feeling going down your back. That blue feeling going down your chest, perhaps around your breast, perhaps down your belly, perhaps up the back of the head, and down the front over your face. That blue feeling getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and oh, so wonderful as it goes down your legs, your thighs, between your legs, around your legs, you know, that special part. That blue feeling just goes everywhere, down your legs, up to the feet. So that blue feeling now, it begins just flowing as you breathe, and you feel that wonderful feeling getting stronger and stronger, like a wonderful blue energy through you and around you. Oh, so wonderful. And now imagine very powerfully, very vividly, imagine as if that bowl holding that cup of blue feeling begins only as quickly as your unconscious wants for you to feel that wonderful blue rush through you. Your hands begin pulling it up, 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 closer to your chest, and only as quickly as your unconscious needs for that blue feeling to just all through you. And when it touches your chest, you pull it into your heart, and you feel an explosion of love, of passion, of pleasure, and your eyes open, and you explode with a wonderful feeling, as if the entire world is a blue, wonderful place just for you. Breathing and making it feel even more intensely powerful. Blue, blue, blue feeling, stronger and stronger, and when you pull it into your chest and into your heart, you explode, and the eyes open, and look around and see how, ooh, that's nice. How do you feel? Oh yeah, I feel good. You feel energized?
Relax. Close your eyes. 放轻松，放轻松，吸气。 Hold your hands like this. Breathe out, relax. 吐气，放松。Imagine a good feeling. Imagine a good feeling. 感觉你的手有很奇怪的感觉，在这个地方，对，很舒服的感觉。它碰的地方。 And imagine that feeling. 想象那个感觉，越来越大，越来越大。A good feeling. 非常好，非常棒的感觉，
Very good
很舒服，
feeling,
很棒的感觉。对，在这里更强，更强，在这个地
feeling
方。
going up your arms.
对，这个感觉往上走，
Feelings
往
going
上
up
走
your， shoulders.
跑到你的肩膀，对，往
Into your
上，
chest.
在你的胸腔
Up to your neck.
吸气，对，在你的脖子，
That good feeling.
非常
getting
棒的感觉，
stronger.
对，更强，
What
更强的感
color
觉。
is the feeling?
感觉一下这个颜色什么颜色的？
That's right.
Okay,
That
很好。
pink feeling. Imagine as you breathe in,
吸气
it's stronger.
更强了，对，吸气更强了，
Stronger.
更强，让
And
它
that
更
pink
强。
feeling going from those cups up your body,
对，
down your back,
粉红的
to
感觉往上到你的头，往下到你的身体，往上到头到脚，一直循环在你的身体，更棒的感觉。对，很棒的感觉，就感觉那个粉红色的感觉。对，很棒的感觉。对。每次你要得到这一个粉红色的感觉，你只要闭上眼睛就可以了。吸气，再吐气，你就会得到它了，就会感觉到这个很棒的感觉，很棒。等一下呢？等一下，我会请你把你的手放到你的身体上，你会感觉到那个能量跑到你的身体，很棒的感觉。等一下，当你睁开眼睛的时候，你会发现眼前非常的亮，非常的亮，你会感觉到很棒的感觉，你会发现眼前很亮很亮的感觉。更强，让它更强，对，再强。我数到3的时候呢，我数到3。把你的手放到你的身体上，并且睁开你的眼睛，感觉到很棒的感觉。1、2、3，睁开眼睛。
Wonderful. How you feel?
你感觉什么
Feel good? Okay.
And I'd like you to go out. And you know what? Would be really awesome if you go play with the Energizer and then post your video, links to your videos here in the group, so folks can see you doing it. And it's okay if you don't do it exactly the same as me. I don't do it the same as Eric. And other people don't do it the same as Eric or me. You just do it with your own voice and your own heart and see what goes. Okay? Have fun, play with it, and of course, live trance and prosper. Bye-bye.